Stop the search. Put down that expensive supplement bottle and throw away that third cup of coffee. We all know the drill, right? You're trying to stay healthy, popping functional foods and high-dose vitamins, but your energy levels are crashing, your focus is shot, and your stomach is constantly protesting. Meet Sarah. Sarah is a modern professional, maybe a student, constantly studying for exams or trying to meet deadlines. She lives on a mix of processed foods and caffeine, hoping to stimulate her way through the day. She's developed that constant stomach ache, maybe a touch of reflux esophagitis or gastritis. And the constipation? Let's just say it's a constant battle. She feels trapped. When she looks for advice, she's bombarded by fear. She hears terrifying stories, often driven by complex fear marketing, that certain healthy foods could potentially bring on colon cancer or make her stomach ulcer worse. This cycle of fear and confusion just keeps her relying on more pills and supplements that ultimately don't help, pushing her further down a path where the hospital becomes closer and natural healing becomes more distant. It's a heartbreaking reality. Many people end up spending their last days in a hospital, sometimes unable to recognize their own family, addicted to narcotic painkillers. But Sarah is about to discover a secret weapon so simple, so ancient, and so powerful that it could turn the tide. The humble hero. Cabbage. Sarah realizes the fancy stuff isn't working. She needs a reset. That reset starts with a vegetable often relegated to the salad bar: cabbage. Most people know cabbage is good for the stomach. It's famous for helping with stomach ulcers and reflux esophagitis. In fact, if you've ever been to Japan, you might have brought back supplements made from it. But here's the deeper secret. When you heal the stomach function, you inevitably restore the bowel function, which means constipation is solved because the body can properly eliminate toxins. Just 1 month of eating cabbage is often enough to resolve chronic constipation. Now, let's talk about its superstar ingredient, vitamin U. Yes, U. This isn't vitamin C or A, it's specifically named vitamin U. The U actually coming from the root word for ulcer. While many cruciferous vegetables contain it, cabbage is unique because vitamin U is distributed heavily throughout the outer leaves, inner leaves, and stem. But here's the catch, and it's a critical one. Vitamin U, just like vitamin C, is highly sensitive to heat. When you cook it, the nutrient content and absorption rate drop dramatically. If you want those powerful healing properties, you have to prioritize eating it raw. Maximizing absorption. The power of the press. Raw is best. You could certainly chop it up and chew it raw, which is a perfectly fine and easy method. Even eating cooked cabbage, like cabbage wraps with sumjang, is still far better than eating something like pizza. But for maximum impact, especially for those whose bodies are severely run down and who have given up on supplements, we need turbo boost absorption. And that means juicing or extracting. Modern nutritional science has shown that when you extract or juice vegetables, the absorption rate can increase fourfold. This is why juicing shows such rapid results for people dealing with serious health issues like cancer or severe stomach problems. However, if you buy juice off the shelf that's been sitting around with a long shelf life, it has usually undergone sterilization or pasteurization. This heating process destroys many nutrients, including our delicate vitamin U. Therefore, the recommendation is clear. If you're going to drink juice, make it fresh at home. Introducing the CAC Juice protocol. How do we make raw cabbage palatable? The secret is pairing it with the right partners. The sources recommend serving cabbage with apple, the most recommended fruit, or when in season, tangerine, which creates a fantastic natural additive-free dressing. But the ultimate health booster is the combination we call the CAC Juice. The 3 C's stand for carrot, apple, and cabbage. When blending, juice or smoothie form, the thickest ingredient goes first. You should put the cabbage in first, followed by the apple, and then the carrot. When extracting pulp-free form, because carrots are harder, those who use extractors frequently note the carrot should go in first, followed by the apple and then the cabbage. The key guideline: use no water or anything else. The moisture from the raw apple and cabbage should be enough to create a smooth juice. And most importantly, drink it raw. Don't worry about arguments over whether carrots should be steamed or boiled because they are fat-soluble. Just focus on drinking this fresh, raw elixir. A typical serving size is about 2 small carrots, 1 medium apple, and 1/4 head of cabbage. The detox and the revival. Sarah starts drinking her CAC juice, and initially she feels worse. She experiences intense gas, sometimes very pungent, and even sometimes diarrhea. Many people panic when this happens, fearing the cabbage is harming them, fueled again by that fear marketing. But this discomfort is a sign of healing. When powerful, live food containing live enzymes and yeast, which are destroyed above 42 degrees Celsius or 107 degrees Fahrenheit, enters a system clogged with toxins from dead foods like processed foods, the body begins a vigorous detoxification process. The body is forcefully pushing out accumulated toxins. Diarrhea in this context is often a very welcome sight for those who have struggled with severe chronic constipation for years. Sarah persists for at least 2 weeks, and the results are undeniable, especially important for students and high-pressure professionals. For those who rely on coffee for focus, a reliance that stresses the adrenal glands, located above the kidneys, and releases stress hormones like cortisol, leading to long-term issues like thyroid dysfunction, CAC juice is the natural replacement. The combination of carrot, apple, and cabbage strengthens the liver and kidneys, which are often burdened by fatigue and stimulants. When the liver and kidneys improve, the blurry vision and shoulder muscle pain that commonly plague exhausted students vanish. In just 1 week, Sarah noticed her eyes were clearer, far better than any over-the-counter lutein supplement. Conclusion and call to action. Sarah, no longer a slave to fear marketing or expensive pills, is thriving simply by integrating 1 glass of CAC juice per day. You don't need expensive traditional medicines. You don't need to overthink whether to boil, steam, or fry. Just make the juice or slice it raw. The choice is ultimately yours. Will you continue to be swayed by biased, narrow health information and fear marketing, allowing your path to natural healing to become ever more distant? Or will you take responsibility, start simple, and see for yourself what this powerhouse vegetable combined with apple and carrot can do in just 2 short weeks? Start today. Embrace the CAC juice. Key takeaway: the most effective and simple approach to revitalizing your health, especially for digestive issues, constipation, ulcers and reflux esophagitis, and chronic fatigue and eye strain, common in students, is the raw consumption of cabbage, apple, and carrot, CAC juice. Due to the presence of heat-sensitive vitamin U and live yeast and enzymes, the best method is to consume these ingredients freshly pressed or blended at home, ideally daily, as this drastically increases nutrient absorption. Initial discomfort, gas, mild diarrhea, can be a positive sign of the body actively detoxifying accumulated toxins. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and hope this video moved you towards a healthier and happier life. Stay healthy and stay happy.